Hi, I'm Maria Hill, and welcome to the Magic of Joy channel. So, today I want to discuss hope in a substantial way and how a joy practice makes it easier to find hope and create it. So, hope isn't just a feeling, it's also something we can create. Our actions and choices and how we design our cultures play a significant role in the amount of hope that we have. It's worth asking, given all the problems that we have, is hope is something that some people don't like. And I think it's true that very structured cultures where people are assigned a place in the hierarchy will want to keep people in their place as a matter of convenience. So hope can be thwarted to maintain the status quo. Social competition combined with consumer culture can cause us to feel like we are outsiders looking in as culture passes us by. It can feel like there's a party going on and we're not really a part of it. It can feel like we're always missing out. So I know a lot has been written about fear of missing out, and we can recognize that it's not necessarily true, but that doesn't mean that we're not affected by the images of those who seem to be having such a good time or living with greater ease than when we are struggling. And that may cause us to feel like we're defective in some way. We may think that if we were only this or that, we were favored, or if we worked harder or smarter, we would also be so favored. And so we can be left with the feeling that hope is really hard to come by or discouraged. There are lots of different ways in which we can feel like life doesn't offer us the kind of hope that we would like to have and that we need in order to feel good about our lives. Much as we would like to believe in merit as the basis of success, and it does matter, choices are often based on some kind of favoritism. And that makes it hard for a lot of people not to feel like they're kind of left out. We're taught to think that hope is something that's outside of us. We're taught to think that if we are a certain way, we'll be successful, and therein lies our hope. It's more than just pleasing someone. So if you own a restaurant, to some degree, you need to please customers because if you want to have a business. But this is more than that. This is demanding that you be what others want. In other words, you have to be somebody you're not. And that will be where your hope is. And I cannot tell you how often I hear people talking about how they cannot be who they are, that the culture demands something else. So what appears to be a source of hope is actually really just a form of exploitation. So how does a joy practice change this? Well, the first thing a joy practice does is help us get our feet on the ground. If you're not taking care of yourself and making sure basic needs are met, whatever you're doing is likely also to be shooting yourself in the foot. That doesn't create hope. And that's why working ridiculous hours, and I've been known to do that, even when that is what is needed to survive in your work, is actually counterproductive because you're harming your health. It can be okay as a short-term fix, but not as a long-term one. So by taking care of basic needs first, you make space for your own thriving. You don't set yourself up for failure by taking a path that is self-destructive, and which long-term overwork is. So a joy practice by its very nature, which is constructive, caring, and serving the common good, lets you build quality of life and thriving, which is how you create hope as a natural outcome for a thriving world that's healthy and creating quality of life. Joy is not just a feeling. It's an intelligence, an anchor, a practice, a skill, and a compass. When we're embedded in joy, as foundational for our well-being in our lives, then a lot of things fall into place and life becomes good. And this is how we create hope, by pointing our attention in the direction of creating the quality of life that we can have for ourselves and for others by engaging in a joy practice. Hierarchical cultures, which have been dominant throughout human history, put us in the position of having to please those with power over us in order to survive. And as a result, they create a lot of fear, resentment, and other negative feelings, which come because our life is not in our hands. Even if we take control over our own lives, we're still at the mercy to a degree of those with greater power and control over the resources we need to make our lives work. A joy-based culture is not interested in making people feel bad and wasting time and energy on unnecessary social conflicts. It does not invest in power over strategies. It wants power together strategies instead. This alone can create a lot of hope when people see that they will not have their basic needs pitted against the basic needs of others. A joy practice is conscientious about avoiding that kind of dynamic. A joy practice, by its very nature, is healthy. A healthy system is a hope-creating one. And when you invest in your own joy practice, that is what you are part of creating. and it feels very rewarding, and it feels like a big relief. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed learning more about how joy can transform your life. And if you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and loved ones. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos on the transformative power of joy. I will be back soon to give you more information about how joy as a practice and compass can transform your life. Stay well and joyful until then, and thank you for watching.